The Bitcoin bottom has been set with the exact same signal we have seen in April 2025 again. And after that, a major rally started exactly from the moment nobody was buying Bitcoin and nobody was convinced that the Bitcoin price will hit a massive run afterwards. We have never seen a Bitcoin top getting created while the ISM PMI indicator was below 50. Historical signals that this is a major buy opportunity for Bitcoin. And guess what? Right now we are still below the 50 ISM, which calls for a major buy opportunity for Bitcoin. We have been breaking out, and this trade setup is the trade setup I am taking on Monday. We will dive into that and way more in today's video, but first of all, I would really appreciate you guys to follow me over on X and of course subscribe over on my YouTube channel and like this daily update video. And let's dive right away into the chart for now, because this is really interesting. Why? We have seen the same disbelief, the same fear, the same headlines in April 2025 when Bitcoin dumped. But right back then, if you had faith in Bitcoin, if you looked at the data, that was the exact moment you want to scale in Bitcoin to run the next move towards the upside. And which signal we saw back then when the disbelief happened was the MACD golden cross. And that was the start of a major move towards the upside for Bitcoin. And guess what? Right now, we have the same fear, the same disbelief, the same bearish headlines. But right now, the same signal is forming once again. And I am saying this right here. This is the moment and this is the signal that you really want to scale in Bitcoin, because the next move here will be massive. And I'm gonna call it here live in this video, because I have seen these bottoms getting created over and over again, and I've seen the fear, the disbelief over and over again, and the things are exactly the same as we have seen right now. And this is your moment and this is your signal that the disbelief is over, that the fear is over, and that the next move for Bitcoin is here to come. And do with that information what you want, but right now I am calling it live here. Also, if we look at the Bitcoin price and the ISM PMI indicator on the bottom of this chart, we can see something really interesting. And that is that if the ISM PMI indicator is below 50, historical speaking, that was a really great opportunity to buy Bitcoin. That was in 2012, that was in 2016, that was in 2020, and right now we are still below it. And also, all the people that are saying that the Bitcoin top is in, what we are seeing that all Bitcoin top have been created with a high ISM PMI and not below 50. So that is also saying me that the next leg for Bitcoin will come here, and nobody will anticipate on it if they don't look at the data and such signals we are seeing right here. Because this is not guessing, this is just looking at historical data. And then you have enough information to know what your next move is in this market after this dump for Bitcoin. Then if we look at the lower time frame, what we can see, we finally managed to get some volume in the market again. And yesterday I said we need price to break above this resistance zone, and finally we did that. We finally broke out of this range, and right now the next trade is pretty clear. We broke out of it, and right now I'm anticipating on a retest of this rejection zone. So this rejection resistance zone will flip into support if we retest it. Exactly on that moment, I'm opening up a Bitcoin long position towards the upside. So this is the exact trade I am taking here, and I'm calling the trade here live in this YouTube video, and tomorrow we will see how it will unfold. I'm gonna trade it towards this liquidity zone, and I'm also gonna let something run, because like I said, the next move for Bitcoin could be very, very fast and very heavily towards the upside. So for now, this is my game plan in the market: a small retest and then trade it towards the upside. If Bitcoin managed to drop further towards the downside, that is exactly the moment you want to scale into longs. Why? Right here, the risk reward is okay, but not the best. If price drops further towards the downside, that is the exact moment the risk to reward towards the upside is even better than this trade. So if we get stopped out on this trade, I will look for lower prices to open up still long positions towards the upside, because I really think that this breakout will bring Bitcoin back towards a 100k here. And if you want to trade this move by yourself, please make sure to sign up on VX through the second link in the description. You will have the best trading circumstances possible. And if you want to keep updated about every single setup in the market, about the trades I am taking, you can always join the free Telegram link with the first link in the description here, and you will be never missing a setup ever again in crypto. Then if we look at some on-chain data, it is really interesting to see, because if we look at the Bitcoin realized loss ratio in the 30-day moving average, we can see that we are spiking. And this is historical, a really good signal, because if we look at the past, right here in 2018, we saw a spike in the realized losses, and that was the exact bottom getting formed. If you bought at this spike your Bitcoin, that was the exact moment Bitcoin started to rally towards the upside, and you would make a big amount of profit. Right here we saw a small spike, but it was also a bottom. But right here, the spike hit it and the bottom was near to be set. Right here, a even higher spike came and Bitcoin bottomed out. So what I can say here is, when the realized losses spikes, the bottom is near to be set, and every single time you bought at a spike, you would be in a very big profit here on Bitcoin. That is just a matter of a fact. And right now we are seeing that spike again. So do with that information what you want, but I'm warning here, because this is a massive signal. And also with all these other charts, these are just signals that are screaming for upside, and that is exactly where I am anticipating on for Bitcoin right now. And if you want to have more crypto news, please make sure to follow me over on X to never miss something throughout the day in crypto. And I would really appreciate you guys to subscribe over on my YouTube channel and like this daily updates video. And I will see you tomorrow by a brand new crypto daily updates video.